all right. We are going live. All right, we are live. Yo, yo, yo. Tell me what you know. Welcome to the Sunshine Show. Woo! You guys, I have a special treat for you tonight, this morning, wherever in the world you may roam. I have the one, the only, the most amazing, the most beautiful, the most talented bassist in the house. You guys, I have Alice Lane. What's up, Alice? How you doing?
Hi, Sunshine. I'm very good and very happy to meet you online for this time.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well too.
Thank you. I'm doing really good. I'm having a great day. What have you been doing today?
Well, today I've been mainly writing a new song, the bass line, of course, for my band, Hand of Juno, as we are composing our first album, and we have some work to do now and in the next months to conclude the writing session.
Awesome. So for those that may not know who you are, can you give us a brief introduction? Who is the great Alice Lane?
Thanks. Well, I'm a bass player and I'm active since 2009, where I had my first band. And right now, my bands are mainly two, where we write our own music, and they are Hand of Juno. We are an all-female trio. And I also play in another band, which name is Iconist, where I'm the only woman. And in Iconist, we play alternative metal. While with Hand of Juno, it's industrial with a lot of electronics. And yeah, that's my own projects. But I also play sometimes as session bass player, and I've been collaborating with Emigrate, which is the solo project of Richard Kruspe of Rammstein. And that's been like the highlight of the last year because it's been amazing working with him. And yeah, that's what I mainly do. And I also work for a brand, a guitar and bass guitars brand. It's called Tribe Guitars, and it's based in Switzerland. That's close to my place. I live on the Italian border.
Awesome. Very cool. So you have a lot going on
Yes.
in your world, it sounds like. So where did you say you live right now?
I live in Italy, but like 6 minutes from Switzerland. So I live close to the Swiss border. In the closest city is Como, where is a very famous lake.
Very cool. Wow. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We're so excited to have you here on the Sunshine Show. We are having a really good chat today. If you guys have any questions for Alice, please drop them in the comment section. You guys know how this works. Let's see who's joining us today. We have Paul from Colorado. We got Jason Schmidt in the house. We got Leaf Arrow from Oregon. We got Jesse Duran from Arizona. We got Don McDaniel in the house. We got Leaf. You guys, thanks for hanging out. The first question, what do you like most about being a bass player?
Well, I really love the sound of the bass, and also the rhythm. The rhythm is something that I really feel as a part of myself, and that's what led me to this instrument when I was around 14 years old. While I was at school, we had a music teacher, and he was very I don't know, he was a metalhead first, and he was really into finding the right instrument for all of his students. So it was like, you have to find the instrument you really like. And that's when I got close to a bass for the first time, and I really liked it. And at that time I was like the super fan, the number one fan of Red Hot Chili Peppers. And the bass sound is like everything in their music. So probably that brought me to choose the bass, and also, yeah, its sound and the rhythm. That's what I really like about bass.
Awesome. So Flea is one of your biggest inspirations.
Yeah.
Did you get to see the video of Red Hot Chili Peppers being inducted into the Hollywood Walk of Fame this past week?
Yes. A friend of mine, he is a photographer of Rolling Stone. He was there taking photos, and every time I'm very, jealous because I would like to be there too, but I live here and I can't. At the moment, I can't fly there, so
Well,
I've seen.
hopefully soon you'll be able to. So Flea is one of your biggest inspirations. That's awesome. So were you really into Red Hot Chili Peppers
Yes.
and punk music and rock and roll and all that good stuff when you were growing up?
Yeah, I've started with rock music and with Red Hot Chili Peppers, Foo Fighters, Queens of the Stone Age, and then at some point I switched to Metallica, and then I went straight to heavy metal and thrash metal and all subgenres of metal.
Okay, awesome. So Hand of Juno is your current project. It's an all-female project. You guys look like you're really kicking ass. Tell me how you guys formed as a group and how you're progressing.
Yeah, Hallie and I met in a previous project whose name was Killing Baudelaire, and at some point we decided to end up with the past and start a completely new project with new music and also new management, everything new. So we took distance from the past and also find a new singer, Melissa. And there was also our ex-guitarist in the beginning. So we were four. But then for personal reasons, especially related to job, to work, she had to leave the band. And so it was just us three. And in the beginning, we started to look for another guitarist. But yeah, we found some girls that were very, very cool and very good at playing, really. But they weren't really into our genre. They were more into rock music fusion or black metal, and it was not what we were looking for, and also not the right music for them as well. So we decided, why don't we just stay as free? And since we have a lot of electronics in our music, we don't necessarily need guitars. It's a really modern music, the one we are producing. So it will be something very different from what has been heard before. Also because there won't be guitars. And it's a mixture between industrial metal and electronics.
Very cool. So do you guys all live in like close by, or do you guys work a lot sending tracks through the internet? How does it work?
Yeah, we don't live close to each other, unfortunately, because there are like 3-4 hours between each other, and we work a lot from home. So we write music and talk a lot in via chat or calls. But there are some moments where we meet and stay together for like a week in order to write as much as we can, because we have to spend that time in the best way, because we can't meet every day or every week.
Yeah. So do you think that there are like pros and cons to living close by and then also having to live further apart? Or do you think that that's kind of actually brought you guys closer together, living further apart?
Well, I think that being closer would help, because we will be of course together, and also ready to play and rehearse every time we want. So that's a pro of living closer, but unfortunately we are not. So we have to find a solution, which is working, because songs are coming up anyway. But to me, it's better when we are together, because it's more faster. When you have an idea, you can talk to the other person that you tell her, well, here I would put this sound or remove this part, while via phone or internet it's slower. So
Sure.
yeah.
Very cool. Thank you guys all for hanging out with us today. We have Alice Lane, bassist for Hand of Juno, all the way from Italy. What time is it over there right now, Alice?
It's 9:11 in the night.
Wow. Wow. We are a huge time difference for sure.
Yes.
Thank you for staying up to hang out. Let's talk a little bit about your equipment. What basses do you prefer to play on?
Well, I have some basses by Tribe Guitars, which is the brand I work for, and I have a Wizard 4-string bass, and it's a jazz bass. And I also have a 5-strings bass, which is called Spike, and it has a very cool big guard done by Alpirius. He's a really cool artist from Turkey, and he has designed this metal and wood big guard, and it's very, very cool. And yeah, and he also told me that the next one will be taken from my tattoo. He will do this design on my base, and I can't wait to see it because it's so awesome.
That's yeah, I love Alped. I have a couple of pick guards from him as well.
Yeah.
And I love all of his work that he does. I feel like every pick guard he puts out is just better. It gets better and better and better. Did you see the one that he just did? I think it had Frida Kahlo.
Yes.
Wow.
That's amazing, really. It's super cool.
Yeah, so we have a question here. How old were you when you knew you wanted to make music your profession?
It's not happened a long time ago, because I've been working for like 10 years in fashion industry. So music was something I always loved and has always been part of my life. So I was always playing into bands, but I was also working. And it happened before COVID. So it was 2019. And I was not very lucky, of course, because I've decided to work with music in the worst moment ever. But I didn't know at that time that the pandemic was arriving. So it was 2019, 3 years ago.
Wow. So did you say you actually worked in fashion before that?
Yes.
Okay, so I actually had the privilege of interviewing Mohini Day a couple of weeks ago, and she lives in India. She's like a badass bassist.
Yeah, I know who she is. I don't know her personally, but I know.
She actually did fashion design for a little bit too before she switched to music. And then my first major was fashion design as well before I switched over to so it's crazy like how the creatives, it's fashion or music. Well, I don't know, it's hard. So do you design like your outfits for stage, or how does that work?
Yeah, I also I wasn't a designer, to be honest. I was working mostly in showroom with customers, owners of chains or stores, but I've always had like the taste and the eye to see if an outfit was cool or not. And especially in my second band with Iconist, they always ask me when we have to do videos or photo shootings, at least you choose our clothing, okay? And so every time I'm there choosing all trousers and t-shirts for the guys, and yeah, I'm happy that they trust me in this.
Yeah.
They're asking.
I love that.
Yes.
They have their own personal fashion assistant in the band.
Exactly.
Very cool. Let's see who's hanging out with us in the chat. We still got Paul, Luke, we got Mama Bear in the house, and we got Luigi. What's up, Luigi? We got James in the house. We got Christian Twig. We got the Bass Kids. If you guys have not joined Sunshine and the Bass Kids, make sure to do that today. We have Megan Richardson. We have Megan Went. She goes, hello, everybody. I'm at work, but wanted to pop in and say hi. I love you. Hope you have a wonderful day. We got Sebastian Cosme here from the Loud Spot. You guys, it's a whole party today in the chat. If you have any questions for the beautiful Miss Alice Lane, drop them in the chat. What's up, Jeremy Hill? We got all the bassists in the house, girl. Awesome. So let's talk a little bit about practice. What do you do on the daily? What's your practice schedule like to get ready for all these gigs and tours and studio work that you have?
Well, I usually play songs that I have already, studied in the past, just to get my hand. I don't know the right term in English, so just to get my hands warm and ready to play. And I also do some exercises like scales, and yeah, that's mainly what I do. But since I haven't been playing a lot of concerts lately, I've been practicing home. We just played one show after 2 years, and I have to say we were playing at -1 degree, so I was freezing. It was snowing, and we played outside. And
wow!
Yes, it happened in the beginning of March, and we played in Wien. And even if it was a very cool stage and event, it started snowing, and yeah, playing outside like at 10 in the evening, my hands were like blue. And the strings of the bass were like frozen. But yeah, in the end we made it. I don't know how, but we made it, and it was very cool. But I remember on the day after, my hands were like completely destroyed. Like all the skin was burnt.
Yeah, like can we talk to the person who booked that gig, please?
He's a friend of mine also. We didn't know that it was going to snow. We were hoping till the end that there would be like a better weather, but Austria in March is still not really warm weather. Yeah. I was expecting.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got Mama Lane in the house. We got Paul. We got Mike Connor. He says, if you had to switch to another instrument, Alice, what would it be?
Nice question. Let me think. I like the drums, but every time I try to play drums, I feel like, I don't know, stupid because I'm not really, the coordination is not really my point of strength. But back in keyboard, and yeah, I like that a lot. I was spending a lot of time and hours playing keyboards. Yeah, probably that or piano, because it's something that I've already tried, and I really like that.
Awesome. I always wanted to be a drummer myself. And when I tried out for drums for the school, they put me on the tuba. So apparently I was not cut out to be a drummer. Let's see. Luigi asks, where did you learn English? It's really good.
Thanks, even if once it was better, because I've studied foreign languages when I was at school, but mainly the best way to learn was actually traveling. And since I've been many times in the UK and also many times in Thailand and the US, not many times in the US, unfortunately, but just a couple of times. That's how I've learned English, by speaking with people, and that's the best way to learn. Because at school, yeah, you learn like the basics, but you don't speak it very often.
Wow. So did you say that you've gone to Thailand?
Yeah, I love Thailand. It's like the place where I would like to live.
Really?
But it's far from everything I have. Yes.
So what do you do when you go to Thailand? Let's talk a little bit about this. How did you find out about Thailand and its magicness?
Well, the first time I was to Thailand, it was in 2014. I was there with my ex-boyfriend actually for vacation. but the other times I went there, I was alone, completely alone, because I needed to find some, inner peace. So that place really helped me, and also traveling there alone was safe. First, it was a very safe place, also for a solo traveler, a woman, and I've met many nice people and new friends there. And I especially enjoyed visiting the northern part of Thailand. So like Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, those ancient cities and the amazing forests around there and the animals and everything. It was very peaceful. So I really wish to fly there again soon.
Wow, that's really cool. That's definitely on my bucket list. It sounds like it's just like a really beautiful, magical place to
Yeah,
visit.
it is. It is. I suggest you.
Okay, let's see. Luigi asks, do you have a favorite venue to play at?
Everything. Well, let me think. If we talk about Italy, we have Alcatraz in Milan or Live Club close to Milan. Those are two very cool big stages. I've only played at Alcatraz like 10 years ago, but never played at Live Club. But my dream would be to play at Wacken or at Summer Breeze, those festivals we had in Germany, because I've always been there as I was just attending to the festival or shooting photos for some magazines like Metal Hammer, but I've never been there as a musician. And so I hope that when the first album of Hand of Juno will be out, maybe, hopefully, we will have the chance to play there. And let's see if it happens.
Awesome. So when do you think you'll be able to come back to the United States?
I hope really soon, because last time it was on 2012. So it's like 10 years and it's too much.
Wow.
So I really hope we will be able to, also with the band, because our manager, he lives in California and he's there. We want to meet him, and I'm pretty sure that he has a lot of contacts there, and so we would like to play to the US too.
Yeah, you guys need to get over to the United States for sure. You guys, if you have not checked out Hand of Juno, they are a force to be reckoned with. I have checked out their Instagram, where you can find a lot of clips and videos and pics, and these women are massive. I mean, their style, their sound, just their approach to the music is phenomenal. And I just love to see women come together and make amazing music, and you guys are conquering that.
Thank you so much.
What has been some of the struggles of putting the band together and making it thrive?
Well, in the beginning, as I told you, we were 4 members, and yes, it's been difficult to lose our guitarist, of course, because we were losing an instrument that was really, important for the song to be already written with her. So yeah, that's been like a struggle. So when we started to looking for other guitarists and seeing that even if they were really good, they were not really into our genre, which is not fault of anybody, because I wouldn't play in like in a power metal band, because it's not my music, and I wouldn't feel it as my genre. So that has been a little bit frustrating to see that we couldn't find the right person. But the good thing is that we were feeling so good together, and we really are, that we decided to just be us free, because when you have the right balance and the right feeling with the people you're working with. Sometimes adding somebody else could, you know, probably change this balance. And so we decided we are working very, very good together. We respect and we like each other in a very productive way. So let's stay as free and let's go this way. We will find the right solution, and it's also been like a chance to write something very different and unique this way.
Yeah, I love three pieces. I think that they are very powerful on stage. It's easy to travel with. It's less people, so less shit you have to deal with. So you know, I'm all about the three-piece band. I'm all about Hand of Juno and Alice Lane. I cannot wait for you guys to make it to the States and come kick it in California with me.
Of course, yeah.
So let's talk a little bit. So you said you do session work. How, if somebody wanted to hire you to play on their tracks, how would they get a hold of you to do that?
Sorry, I didn't hear properly.
So you said that you do studio and session work. Yeah. People hire you to play bass for their tracks.
Oh, sorry, there is noise. I can't hear.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. How would somebody get a hold of you if they wanted to hire you to play on their tracks?
Okay, now I understood. Sorry, there was some noise. I've mainly been contacted via Instagram, and also for the job that I recently had in the end of the 2021. I was always being contacted via email found on my Instagram account. So that's the main contact that I have. And I've been working also from home. When there was COVID, I was recording tracks for other artists, but also traveling. I've been traveling to Austria and also to Mallorca to play a show and also to take a video clip with an Austrian artist, and her name is Antonia, and she's a very strong woman, and she plays rock and roll, and she was before Schlager, which is a term in German that means like pop artist, very famous on German speaker, especially countries, and now she has switched to rock and roll, and she's very, very cool.
Awesome. Hell yeah. So you guys, I dropped Alice's Instagram link in the chat. If you guys could go follow her after the interview and hit her up if you guys want to hire her to play on your tracks. Do you play any music? Are you picky about what you play?
Recently, I've had the chance to play also pop music, but I have to admit that it's not really my thing. I do it, but it's not really what I prefer, because I think that, and it's my own opinion, of course, I think that I play metal, I play rock music, I have that kind of attitude. I would be like, I will feel strange playing like funky music or pop music, because I have a different approach in playing. And this is how I feel when I play. When I play metal, I'm really myself, and I put all my energy, my way of playing in that kind of music. But yeah, I'm not closing doors to anything, because I like to try new things.
I like that.
But I prefer metal.
So we have Alper in the chat. What's up, Alper? We were just talking about you and how amazing you are. If you guys at home do not know about Alperius Custom Pick Arts, I have also dropped that link in the chat. You guys go and check out his work. He works with all the great bassists. I mean, so many phenomenal musicians rock these Alperius Pick Arts.
That's true.
Just wow, just wow. You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, thank you all for hanging out with us. Let's see, Michelle Richards asks, what are your favorite things to shoot? I think you were saying that you did photography work as well.
Yeah, I mainly shoot bands because I'm always collaborating with metal music magazines like Metal Hammer or other music webzines. But right now I'm still working with Metal Hammer Italy. So I am a live music photographer. And I really like to take photos of quite everything, also food, because I also love cooking. I'm Italian and we are known for that. And that's true. I love cooking and I also like to take photos of what I prepare and bake and yeah.
Awesome.
But maybe events and food.
Do you have like a photography Instagram or anything that we can check out or?
Yeah, there is my Instagram profile. It's Alice. Oh my God, I don't remember her name. I have to check it. I forgot.
Okay. Yeah, it's
okay. I've changed it, the nickname just some time ago, and I don't always remember it.
So everybody that is hanging out with us today, thank you so much. We are talking to the amazingly talented Alice Lane out of Italy. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the chat. Did you find that link?
Yeah, it's Alice Lane, downscore music photo, this one. You can see it, of course, but it's Alice Lane music photo and you can find it.
Okay, awesome. If anybody wants to look that up and drop it in the chat, I'd appreciate it. Michael Mike says, great. What's up, Michael Mike? Thank you for hanging out with us today. I had a question up here that I missed. I'm trying to go back up here to find it. So I know somebody asked if you could play with any band, what band would it be? Oh, here it is. If you could tour with any other band, who would it be?
My favorite band is Avery, and even if it's not really close to the music that we play with and Juno, it would be them because I really love them, and they are also friends of mine, all of them. So that would be amazing also because we know each other personally. So that would be like a dream to share the stage with them. But the biggest dream, it would be with Rammstein because they are close to what we play, and I've been meeting and working with Richard, and he's a very nice and kind person. So I would say Rammstein.
Whoa, Rammstein, so like that is heavy duty, like screaming, like growling kind of music, isn't it? So you guys actually, do you sing as well, or are you just on the bass? What's the deal with that?
No, I'm with Hand of Juno. I'm not singing. Just Melissa. Melissa she's singing, and she can switch from clean vocals to scream and growl. Very huge growl. She's scary sometimes, in a good way, of course. But yes, she has a big voice, and my voice is useless. In this project, she's more than enough.
Okay, okay. So now I'm kind of putting the type of music that you guys play in a different box because for some reason I wasn't thinking it was like that hardcore.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of electronic parts mixed with clean vocals. So it's just some songs are more chill, and also they have ambient parts, and some others are very heavy and evil.
So have you, so what is your stage show like live?
Sorry?
your stage show, like, do you guys do like a lot of headbanging and like dancing around?
Even if we just play one show, unfortunately, and so we still have like to, build a real complete show because only one show it was like, the date show zero, like a test. So there are some songs, of course, that are very fast, and of course we are headbanging. But some others, since there are electronic elements, are more like for dancing, and you can move on that kind of music. So people were also singing and also dancing. So it was cool because it's not just headbanging; it has different moments, and it's cool because of that. Because we also have like two slow songs, so two ballads that are really ambient and dreamy, and it's not the same mood in all the time, in every time of the show.
Okay, very cool. I love that. That makes me even more interested in checking out the show. Caitlin, thank you so much for dropping that Instagram link. It is Alice_music photo. You guys go and follow that account for all your photography needs. Let's see. Leaf asks Beethoven or Mozart?
Well, I would say Beethoven.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, all right. I like it. Joey says, I love her pics and the ones of her band with the hanging lightsaber like fluorescent tubes are awesome.
Thank you so much. Yeah, the photographer, he's a long-time friend of mine, and he's a very good photographer. And he has had this idea, and we were like, wow, that's so cool, and it really represents our music as well. It's the yeah, it's futuristic in some ways, so it's perfect for us.
Hell yeah. Real quick, hold on, let me reboot this. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys, my computer's acting crazy. All right, here we go. Joey says, I know Italy has been exploding with really good rock and heavy metal bands, but I would like to know how many venues or clubs are open to that music throughout Italy. Obviously, there is Rome, but are there many other areas in Italy that are more open and accepting of hard rock and metal?
I think that Milan is one of the most active cities for music, especially rock and metal music. And there are not so many open venues left after, unfortunately, the pandemic. Many of them are shut down. So we have Alcatraz Legend and Rock and Roll Club, and what else? Slaughter Club. Yeah, there are some clubs, not so many, unfortunately, but in the northern part of Italy, they are more than in the southern part. In fact, many friends of mine that live in southern Italy, they many times they come to north to see biggest artists because there aren't big venues in southern Italy, unfortunately, for rock and metal music. Okay. And when a band is not touring to Rome, they take the train or the plane and come to Milan, and it's a long journey.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Joey, for asking that. And he also says, and Sunshine, you got to listen to that last Rammstein album. Apparently, I do. So what do you think about 5-string basses? Do you play one? Are you?
Yeah, I play 5-string bass in both my bands because we have a low tuning in B or A tuning, so it's needed. And I really like the 4 bass also because it's more comfortable to play also. But yeah, since we are
Are you there? Hello, you froze up on me. All right, guys, thank you all for hanging out with us today. We're just gonna wait for her video to come back in. I appreciate you all for hanging out with us. We're having a good old time. Are you there, Alice? Are you there? Joey says Milan is now on my bucket list. Let's see, girl, you could possibly get out and come back in if that helps. I'm not really sure what happened. We got a glitch going on, but you got your beautiful face and it's looking real good. How is everybody doing this beautiful afternoon? Let's see. I think she's going to come back in, hopefully. Alice! I feel like Alice in Wonderland. Oh, here we are. There we go. Are you there? Yeah, perfect.
Don't know what happened.
Oh, actually, your sound sounds a lot better now.
Okay, better.
Yeah, it does. That high-pitched ringing that was like there this whole time, now it's completely gone. So,
oh, great.
well, we probably should have done that a long time ago, but it's all good. Let's see. We still got so many people, the whole fam bam here in the chat. We got all the family from Sunshine and the Bass Kids. You guys, I love you all so much. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat. My pig is screaming outside. It's always something around here. Leaf says, favorite song to sing when you're alone. Are you there? Oh no, you froze up again. Ah! All right, we got screaming pigs, we got frozen screens. It's never a dull moment here on the Sunshine Show, I'll tell you that much. Leaf, I will tell you my favorite song to sing when I am alone is All By Myself by Celine Dion. All By Myself, that's my favorite song to sing when I'm all alone. I also like to send that to Zebby of Tribal Seeds when I am in LA because I think it is the funniest damn thing. Kaylin, you are right. Damn technology. All good though. We've got it under control. I have no idea why Winston Diego is screaming outside, but that's okay. Hopefully Alice's internet connection gets going, and if not, well, oh, here we go. Hey, girl.
Sorry, my internet is having problems. I don't know what's happening.
It's all good. No worries at all. So I told Leaf my favorite song to sing when I'm alone is All By Myself by Celine Dion. Do you have a favorite song that you sing?
A favorite song? Well, I don't know. It's a great question. Because every time I listen to different bands, and if a song like gets stuck on my brain, I keep on singing. And recently I was listening a lot to Leprous. They are a band from Norway, and their songs are very, some of them are very chill, and I really like their singer's voice. It's so relaxing, and I like to sing their songs because they're not screaming, so they are easier to sing.
I would have laughed my ass off, like just envisioning you like in your car, like just growling. Like, oh my goodness, that's a whole lot to know it. Let's see really quick, Joey. K Tech Talk, what's the gear? Any special envelope pedals, emulators, harmonizers, etc.? What's your favorite basses and your favorite bass amps? Thank you, Joey. We did go over this earlier, but for those that are just joining us, let's go over your gear one more time.
Yeah, my basses are a Tribe Spike 5 strings, and Tribe is the brand that I work at and I'm endorsed by. And I also play the Wizard, which is a 4-string. And if you check out my Instagram, you can find them both. The black one is the 5-string with Alperius big guard, and the 4-string one is the Wizard, which is the purple with kilted top.
Keep talking. Somebody's at my door. So
no problem. And as pedals, I mainly use the Dark Glass X Ultra pedal microtubes. And recently I've always been using VVCO pedals, and they are very cute, and I show you one because it's here. Just a second. This is because it's very, very cute. It's like a Batman car. Yes,
Oh, love it.
yes, it's so nice. It's a distortion pedal. It has a very like 90s sound, and it's very cool.
Wow, that is super awesome. Thank you, Jessie, for hanging out with us. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay, awesome. So you use the Batman car pedal.
Yeah, I've used it. There's a video on Instagram where I'm playing songs from the 90s because the sound was perfect for those songs like Cold Chamber and also Skunk Nancy and Guano Apes, that kind of music.
Very cool. So we can see you. Do you have like a YouTube channel where we can find videos of you?
Yes, I have a YouTube channel, even if it's not really, there are not many videos on there because I was mostly using Instagram, but I'm about to start to post more videos on YouTube as well, because I will be launching my Patreon account, and I want to offer more and more contents to patrons and also everyone.
Wow. So I've actually been thinking of like upping my Patreon game. Like, what are some things that you've been thinking about offering to your subscribers?
I've been thinking about sending them like special postcards or photos with a personalized message, video call, or priority access to all my contents, so that the patrons are going to see and watch videos or photos before everyone else, and also contents that I am not posting anywhere else but on Patreon. So these kind of things. And I was also thinking about posting news about my projects, of course, and keeping them, updated on behind the scenes work. So while I'm recording or when I'm going to rehearse, or seeing my life in another way, because I don't post everything on Instagram.
Yeah, maybe you could do cooking classes.
Sorry, cooking classes. Yeah, I was thinking about that, to be honest. And somebody told me that they want me to prepare their lunch and send it over, but they live far, and it would be very, I don't know how would they receive it.
That's actually like awesome though, and it'd be like a fun little like twist to like, the stuff that you're already doing. I'm gonna do some shows coming up with my friend Weege, and we're like thinking of doing like some baking stuff together.
Wow.
Yeah, he used to have
Cool.
a bakery, and I'm like, let's like mix in the Q&A with like some fun, some other fun stuff.
Yes.
That people can take
Yes.
away. So I really love that. You guys make sure to go join Alice Lane's Patreon. What are the prices? What different tiers do you have?
Well, I still have to launch it. I think I will open it later this week or next week. And it starts from like €5 until like I was thinking 200, which as everything, like, since I also work as a social media manager for Tribe Guitars. At the highest tier, I'm offering for those for the ones who are interested, the management of their own accounts. So that is not only receiving things or watching things that I do, but also me taking care of them.
Okay.
Of their social medias.
Sure. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Joey says, videos of your cooking to your metal music. Hey, now that's an idea. Don McDaniel says, I've posted some of the Tribe basses. Very nice stuff.
Oh, I'm very good. I'm very happy to hear that.
So how long have you been working as the social media manager at Tribe?
Um, since 2009, September 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Yes.
awesome. And so is it like your dream job?
Yeah, because of course I'm always working with music and instruments, and the thing that also the thought that I can go and play shows without problems, because when I'm saying, hey, I'm going to play, you know, for a week, and nobody is questioning, nobody is telling me, oh no, you are using, you know, all your vacation days. And yeah, it happened in the past, because when I was working in fashion and there was like the sales campaign, days off were like no, not allowed, and it was very problematic.
Wow. That's super cool. So do you guys have tour or anything like in the works?
Yeah, at the moment we don't, unfortunately, because we will have to work on the album
Okay.
on the next month, because we are about to sign with a label, and so we will start releasing video clips, and we will also release the album, so this year for sure. And then after that we will have to promote it, and for sure we will start playing shows. But before, we have to release the album. Otherwise, yeah, we played a show, and it's been like a very strange situation, because we played a show without having the music out already. So we were playing music that it's still not published, but it's just been like an exception. But the next shows will be because we will promote the album, and it will make sense.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about the songwriting process. Do you write your bass lines? Are your bass lines written for you?
I write the bass line, but it depends on who has the first idea of a song, because our drummer, she's very, she has a really a lot of ideas. And so she's the one who mostly starts with an idea, and the singer and I, we develop her idea. So she sends like, oh, I have this line on my mind, and then we add our ideas as well. But yes, of course, I write and play all the lines on our songs.
Awesome. What's the hardest thing about being a female in the music industry?
That's a very, I know this question very well, but yeah, well, sometimes it's not very easy, especially when they choose you for like a job or something because of the way you look. Or it could happen that if a guy does something, it's okay. If you do the same thing, it's not. You're always under the lens, under the eye, and sometimes it's not very, very nice. Sometimes it is, because there are also people and fans that are very nice with me, with all the girls in the music. But sometimes there are people also that don't accept that you are a woman and being successful and having like an audience. And it's very sad, but it happens. Unfortunately, it is like it is. And I've experienced it many times. Well, not so many, but I've experienced it.
Sure.
And yeah.
So do you have advice for young females that are coming up in the music industry that might feel like, or not even just females, I mean, just people in general that feel like maybe they get picked on or bullied or not accepted? What advice do you have for those people?
The advice that I have is just to be strong and ignore all the haters that you can find on your way, because it has happened to me, it has happened to, I think, everybody, to have people just like leaving bad comments, comments that really hurt. and you just have to block those people and not even answer, because if you answer, then they are happy and they keep on answering and hurting much more. So ignoring those people, and of course if things are getting very, very bad, also talk with somebody and proceed maybe in legal way or that kind of stuff. But yes, I think that the more you are exposed to people, the more you will find also people that are jealous and envious, and that's the worst part of this game. Because it happens.
I do agree. I used to be one of those people that wanted to like come back at every comment, and I used to have so many hateful comments. Like at one point I had a whole group that was dedicated to just like making fun of me and like reposting my content. And the bad thing was that I was in this group for like a year before I even figured out what was going on. And
I can't believe it, really. I can't believe it. But
it was heartbreaking. And in my heart, I just wanted to make all these people understand, like, no, really, I'm a good bassist. Like, no, really, I can play. I've done this, I've done that. But in the long run, it doesn't matter, because all these people were hating on me for nothing more than I was.
That's so sad.
You know, or whatever.
Yes.
Like, I don't go there anymore. I let them say whatever they want to say, and I don't ever reply back, because it's not worth giving not even a second of my energy to these people.
Exactly. But it's very sad that you've been through that. And I know what you mean. I haven't been added into a group, but some of my photos were taken and they were creating like fake accounts or retouching my photos and telling that I was ugly and all of that. They were attacking me for my appearance, and it was very sad, because you don't know what somebody has been through. Maybe someone isn't very sure about himself or herself, and it can hurt for real.
Absolutely. So anybody out there that might be feeling that they're being picked on by other people, just realize that those people, they are only hating on you because there's something about themselves that they hate, and they're just trying to make themselves feel better by making you feel bad. It's weird, right? How that
Yes, I would never do that. I've never done something like that in my life. That's why I don't understand that kind of behavior.
And you know, it's easy to hide behind a keyboard. Like when they do that in real life, that's a different situation.
Exactly. In fact, no one is coming to me telling me those things. No one. But on the internet, it happens.
It absolutely does. Hey, what does your shirt say?
Sorry?
What does your shirt say?
Bass Players United Family.
Yes, everybody out there at the Bass Players United family, thank you guys for all hanging out with us tonight. We really do appreciate the support that Bass Players United has provided for Alice, for me, the whole platform, for so many bass players. It's just a very motivating and inspiring group to be a part of.
Yeah, indeed.
So if you guys are not a part of Bass Players United, I suggest you go join today. Let's see. Leaf is confessing his love for you. He says, I'm just going to say it. I love you. People want to see you cook. Mike says, I love this interview. You're way more than a pretty face. Never allow that bullshit to sway your talent.
Thanks.
Kaylin, I completely agree. Women have it so damn hard in the music industry. Awesome interview. Everybody loves you, Alice.
Thank you.
Everybody here. Thank you guys all for hanging out.
You see, this counts like 100 million times more than people leaving stupid comments, because there are so many people that are so lovely and nice with me, and that's what matters for real. So thanks everyone.
Yeah, you guys, y'all rock. We're going on an hour here, so we're going to start wrapping this up. I told you this was going to pass by really fast. And once again,
yeah, that's true. That's so true.
It flew by. Alice, do you have any last words for everybody before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm really thankful for all the people who has joined and has left like those lovely comments, and I'm really looking forward to release the album with Hand of Juno and to hear your thoughts about it, and hopefully to see you at our shows.
Yes.
And yeah, that's all.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking an hour out of your time. I know time is precious and it means
You're
just
welcome.
the absolute world to me that you were able to hang out with us today. We've got to do this again after the
Of course,
album dropped.
Yes, for sure. It was very cool to meet you, only digitally for the moment, only virtually, but maybe someday we will meet in person. I really hope for that.
That would be so awesome. Thank you, everybody that's been hanging out with us for this past hour. I love you all so much. Everybody that's listening at home on the podcast, thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to follow Alice Lane on all things YouTube, Instagram, the Facebook, all the socials. Make sure you follow Hand of Juno. They are a badass female band. What was the other band that you play with, Alice?
Iconist. It's Iconist. Iconist.
Perfect. And make sure you follow that band as well. You guys, we're going to get out of here. Until next time, make sure to be kind. You never know the struggles that people are dealing with. Put a smile on your face. Stay safe and keep it funky. All right, Alice, on 3, we're going to say bye. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3.
Bye.